Right now, with breaking analysis, it's time to cross to Anthony in the studio.
Thank you, whoever just threw to me. Right now, it's time for a very special edition of Analysis. Earlier this week, Fiona Patten, leader of the Australian Sex Party, spoke on the issue of drug legalisation and came clean that she had personally partaken in recreational marijuana use. And good on Fiona. It means that when she is engaged in legislating for the people she represents, she actually knows what she's talking about, assuming she's not stoned at the time. In a column for The Age, Fiona said, "I'm declaring my usage or non-usage of cannabis, and this debate would be far more informative if every politician did the same." Now, surely if our politicians are legislating on drugs, they must have some experience. So, we decided to do a little analysis of the data available and decide who was likely to have partaken in what. Let's start with marijuana. In terms of who is most likely to smoke a rolled marijuana cigarette, our analysts project the most likely candidate is Clive Palmer. Most likely to rip from a bong, Cathy McGowan. Most likely to rip from a bong fashioned from a used Powerade bottle, Peter Garrett. Most likely to rip from a bong fashioned from an apple, it's Richard Di Natale. That's so earthy of him. Also Pingers. This is all highly speculative. All we can do is speculate. Joe Hockey. Very low chance of marijuana, but a very high chance of LSD, which is to say nothing of Tim Watts. Our analysts believe Scott Morrison has tried Quaaludes. I haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street, so I don't know what they are. Ecstasy. Our most likely candidates are Christopher Pine and Julie Bishop, Richard Di Natale, again, you cheeky sod, and Kelly O'Dwyer. Analysts estimate a 79% chance of a cuddle puddle. We have Pauline Hanson. She's on the glue. Our analysts predict Pauline thinks glue is illegal, but it isn't. Turning to our leaders, and Bill Shorten, the data points to a statistically high probability that at some point in his life he has tried chroming. And Malcolm Turnbull, very low probabilities across the board there. You can see the blip on the radar is a 98% probability of something called snuff. The Labor Party, by and large, are showing high probability numbers on the amphetamine scale. The Coalition, which as we all know is a much more conservative party, very low chance of marijuana, very low chance of ice, but a stunning 804% probability of cocaine. Again, this is not based on anything other than the data our politicians have made available, which is not very much. We're making a lot of leaps here. Back to Clive Palmer. Our analysts reckon he's not a stimulants kind of guy, probably not hugely into the depressants either, but a statistically high chance he has yelled, "Cannonball!" before jumping off a roof into a pool. George Brandis is the senator our analysts have had the most trouble with. He guards his data very fiercely. No analysis was possible. This actually led to a discussion among our analysts whether this meant George was deliberately hiding something. Bill Shorten, chance of union corruption 1,000,000%. I can tell you the things we know for sure. We know Bill Heffernan is into the pipe bombs. That's 100% there. John Howard has never bought or sold pornography depicting female ejaculation. 0% there. And Tony Abbott, 100% on wine, 100% on beer, and 100% saying or doing the wrong thing at any given time. That's all our analysis up to the minute. Back to you in the studio.